All right, so what we're going to do, the first thing I'm going to do is create this bottom L. So I'm going to create a line that's an endpoint, and I'm going to lock this at 0. And my length I'm going to lock at 3.625. So I'll lock that, and I'm going to place it right here to start. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is create a line that is the 2-inch line on the left-hand side. So I will type in my 2, and my angle is 90. So I'll lock that, and there's my 2-inch line. Okay. From here on out, I can use a lot of my Xform tools. So I'm going to Xform, offset, and the first thing I'm going to do is offset up that 1/2 inch, so 0.5, and I'll bring this line up. Okay, I'll apply it, and I'm going to bring over my 1.25 and Xform and offset that line. Okay, and what this starts to make is the general shape of our drawing. I have always said that I'm a big fan of center lines, so what I'm going to do is offset a center line directly in here. So I'm going to Xform, offset a center line that is 1.25 divided by 2, or 0.625. And I'll bring that right to the center. Okay? Now, I know that the overall height from the bottom to this top shoulder of this arc, or this radius, is 2 inches. What I don't know is the overall height up to the flat here. Okay? But because we are dealing with radii and a normal arc, I know that that arc has a radius of 0.5. So what I'm going to do is offset a line with a distance of 2.5 inches off here. That will give me my overall height of where my flats are going to fall for the top of my front view. Okay? What I'm next going to do is just extend this line to hit there. So I'm going to edit, trim break, extend, and extend it to that point. At that point, I don't need this line. That line was solely for construction. So I can extend that line and then get rid of this line. My flat is 1/4 inch because I know that the overall width from this location to this location is 1.25 inches. If I have a radius of 0.5 here and a radius of 0.5 here, I know that my remaining has to be 1/4 inch or 0.25. So what I'm going to do is create a line that is 0.25 divided by 2, or 0.125 in, oh, we got to lock that in, both directions. So I'll go in this direction and I'll go in that direction. That will create a total of 1/4 inch flat. Make sure your lines are perfectly horizontal, which I didn't do there. Good. Okay. And then a new tool that many of us haven't used yet is the fillet tool. The fillet tool is going to work to round off these edges or put these radius in. You could create an arc at this point, but the fillet tool is under Create, Fillet, and Entities. So Create, Fillet, Entities, and then it's asking for the radius up here, just like if we were creating an arc, which is 0.5. We'll lock that, and the way this works is I select my Entity 1, my Entity 2, it automatically fills the fillet. Entity 1, Entity 2, that creates the fillet. All right? That's the general shape of getting this filled out. Okay? The next feature is probably locating this center circle. I would Xform and offset off this bottom line. All right? We know that that circle is 1.25 inches off this face. So I'm going to translate and Xform 1.25 inches off this face to give me a center circle, or a bullseye, of where I'm going to place that circle. The diameter of that circle is, well, the radius is 0.375 or 3/8. So the diameter is going to be 3/4. So I'll place my circle, type in my diameter of 0.75, lock that. There's that circle. Okay? Now from this point, we can get rid of a lot of these lines because we've located features with them. We can trim this line and also use our fillet tool in here, create a fillet, which has a 1/4 inch radius this time, to get those rounded out. All right? And I also believe you can use a fillet of 0.5, maybe. Nope, we might have to trim this one up into here. Trim, no trim, we want to trim. All right. So then all we're left to do is get this round in here, get our hidden lines for our other holes, and then project up for our top view. All right, so that should be the start of how to hash out this drawing. You guys should have the resources to finish up the top and right side view from this basic drawing.